Good movie. He died.
No, he's coming out. Excuse me.
That looks adoring. If you were doing it wrong,
So today to have this opportunity to meet all of you together, have this opportunity to talk about the Dharma. Rinpoche wants to give a sincere thank you to you all, and Tashidili.
Khenpo Gangshar ke tei dige long jin daru ji samne rewanang yo la ta te long te tidang ge thangara Rinpoche song de na kore ge khyal ne usu de tei de thobe ge kokam da chungare kala sam chungare la de thari tilong de juju ba de be ga bo chungna long de dengue la chenon de la maton tombe tu la pas dans le don de no
So Rinpoche says he's been asked to give the long reading transmission for his text by Khenpo Gangshar, and he's very fortunate, having a long life, that he has received these instructions directly from Khenpo Gangshar. So he thanks you for this opportunity and asks you to listen to the reading transmission with devotion to the Lama and the Dharma.
Salam Preje Memo Peterum Yoso Lama Doji Jolo Guri Jon Salo Telam de Russo Doje Yosa Nanjola Namebeji Tentazoganim Memo Tourne Ati Contema Dipende Gabaton Tempe Consonam Jizon Rendro Senjunga Rumba Muyo Teje Nanjie Lomjire Donza Nida Chua Don Son Le Tombolan Tumugando Tumayimba Lomde Chijujen Don Ni Tombon Darno La Kimba Doze Taludo Ungete Don Lobale Chebrajese Jamdo Lame Bale Chebrajese Jamdo Sonjise Sanjela Jeve Garaji Dide Jonze Dozen Gonde Tinje Soso De Yanamendo Doje Barajen Dojela Jevita Jala Jeda Lamena Jujerbano Tranje Drana de Lomeni Batumai Dojinde Lujin Pendeta Jegona Teole Gavazana Devan Jodon Megavatin Devadun Jolo the Teratomborge Denim Zengu Temu Sumbarase Bala Tombolum Yeso Dozegu Yalayam Lumo Yeso Mobe Servati Peneje Tendo Jurve Dujije Mudayin Servati Katrakeja Yizin the Servati Medengoti Masango Son Geji Bela Gaduga Namjurum Potente Chodon Songin Tinti Lumo Yeso Mobe Legedini Confusion Lutojo Motojo Santoje Genda Gula Lutoje de la Motoje La Santoje Servaye Be Contarion Lumani Toje Sergin Soye Jonte Jiban de Mazon Contoje Serana Santoje de Junsen Sanje Masona Luje Gedinika Simese de Noge Jonke Jason Nika Himese Santoje de Senegala on Jurjalwanda Lune Gedi Gende Yuboyin Hisumbata Sendene Jalwada Don Lumani Yuboda Yeno Yonjin Daladen Hidon Jevega Zogonga Santoje Onda de Soje Dogu Degen Nima Jaba Jevega Zon Ronga Santoje Oni de Doje Dona Jodon Jevegi Bani Jesse John Ronga San Ronga San Sochi or Higo Ronsan Laon Tona Jindani Nika Congrejo Penemen Ronsan Laon Madonna Gondo Son Gondo Dejo Chadoni Bohiola Dolon Tina Gadu Zomito Chodon Zodon Jeje Zawa Sama Tobarki Barasa Gode Gajim Chitradada Rai Nubayan Azomo Amanda Jagari Moton Jintu Zuketan Pekin Central Waye Jarwaye Dodu Tunoma Lutini Menon Tombe Zuni Hibranze Jedon Sana Nonjin Senje Tobe Nam Tube Senta Ledam Libam Chisumba Trayen Gente Yon Bedo Ne Kamba Zonto Yinje Sedu Zomai Bararonga Symphony Judon Jije Zawa Semseki Non Sensong Monte De Non De Lao Non Adono Jije Brasebu Tema Sena Kenjin Timber Mehi Bada Tongji Sen Yemo Non Ano Zotana Yibdomo Jemon Pensen Jokin Hajon Trajon Zitaka Lungi Tepon Giji Zumba Taralabi Suduke Yodo Jerbe Zudala Zuba Non Zomba Non Tela Deni Yolo Yedo Ala Cha Yedo Ala Don Paro Ala Demu Bode Chadon Zunje yo to pa te no te long sen je char go ro ke go no yo ju da la so pa na sen je on le chong sen do sen je no te du zong le de mo do me ba ki go do te da sen de go da se me go sen je te bo ba Dargye ya nong ru pa te nga ne du la so pa ko la ne to ko la ne to se ja pa se jing go la ne pe pa se jing la ne se re jo te ni pa me de jo re se sam jo re jo ko de la so pa la re ko de so ye de ne jing ni lo ne te na se yo je de na me ne nong lu je de na me ne pa mang ga tong ba la yo ne be ne sa ge me ba ta je go ne sa ge na ne be se mo ba so ne ge ni de da de ko ni de na sa yo do mo lu je pen de don jo do ge se jo de da do jo lu be de no de ta de ba ge na da de be se di mo ye ba ge no me ba ge ye na ye don ga do ko don ge ye go ba don ye don ga do ko no je me be Tade to ye pa ma ye ken hi ke ri ke jar bo de ni ma ba saran ta de to me pa yo ma ye de de na ka ma ba ro do ji ye pa ma ye ja ve jo ma de me pa ma ye kun de ke ga do ma ye so jo ma pa ra sen ji jin ni to bar ko ji so ba da la be de je ben de da ye je ko chu na do rum ba do ni ba ko so la ye jo ko ju mu yi rum ba la da me mo ga go ne lu mo ye so ne lu mo de ba do yin ji be me ma la de Seri su mo te ba ni le don mo lu don bru son mo ge ma je bon ka te on ze don je jo ro so yo sen jin de pe ji me ji ma on be de mo ta te te ge ta mo je ki ba din be den do so ju yon jo me ba ro sa yo na te do jo so do je den de che gan de ga che dun de do je yo me be sen yi sa le wa le ri ge ne wa ye ban de ri ba te tu su da so chana ye do nyam be to ba yo me e no na ta je mang ga ba no yu jin su do ge hi ba no na ye do nyam be to ba yo me na en ga na sa ga to ba me do ri ba je ba de mo te mo na lu ma ju da man do de bo le hi ge ga ba de ja wa tan ji je ko che ran tan ji ni mo ye mo de ma je ba ro sa na ko de tan je ba so me ba te ga kha ra ra hi ne na da de ko ne do se ma je be to ji ne to don je ba me ba don cha do don de ja ba don ji je so de ba don ji ni bo ye sa no zong ga do ga to ba de ga re ma ju ro go so de ti ga da ga je dun de se ne sa no don je ba ri gen du mon de ko so se je don ji se je ro yin du zong ji don ji go ba chu go je de je don ge ni bo de ju ba de na no to ga ba ba ne he chin do tamane de gi ni bo ma to mo ga ga ge ji rong ye len je do be chen go ro to la me je no so de bo go lo de ju ju go lo mo ji de so le ma ye de ni ye me to mo de ju go je mo do se an se de wa je mo so wa so ju ji chen go do a de de do ba de se re ve da o je so ye ba de tong ji je du mo tu so de ye de na ro ge de be lo la yo ye de je do ni je no te yo lo me ba don ba que no te go ni que se su no te da du go no que yo me va dire también que yo no tengo que na te da te ba do ba la que eso de ser tu je traba ya te je en ba don da wa mai que tu je sa ja pe con de ye me je da wa te ni se me la de ba don me ga je be yo ba lo don do je to ji de me de je da que de no ta ma ki ba de ni la ju de ve ni bo se ji sa la so de jam bo yon se me la ye be ja ve jin ke lo don ji ko ba je se ro da sa ge ga ra ni so je mu ye ko ba se me la me ye ba je jo be de de rong ri ju ye ko ye ma yo de mo te ko de rong no mo ye so ko so do so mo ron che ba ye de u je jem bu da tra me ge yo do so so ba ta re no ni ba hin ji be me no te se re so ro de ban te on se on de ban ni ji je ke de go de que je bu de no a ta lo mo de do ju do so ju se mo ba de ke man do ne le ro ji do ba jin be tan re ki song je se re ki ma se na ju de ju no de je ba so da je sun ju ga ma do ba ko lo sa de ma de o ma ro je mo de de je song ni ko don de ga do re do je pe ne do so me de me no ga don da na ri ba yo se don ye so na je don te ga do je Gadu Jini Le So Hon Te Sija In Te Pekana Nam Ke Tung So Tung So Tina Nam Gaya Tapa Tung Supa Nam Karipa Te Ten So Gu Nam Ke Tung So Tung Sung Senje Cha Te To To Gu Tina Sen Re Hin Ji Tapa Yin Sumpa Rong Rong Na Sung Te Me Meng La Ten Te Ji Lam Che Re Je Tong Sa Ten Ba Na Mai Ro Je Te Te Yu Te Le Te Ne So Me Si Be Le Sar Do So Be Jen Chen Le Ma So Be No Me Yong Ju Me Be Go Gu Go Gu Te Le Su Yin No Me Me Yong De Tong Do Ma Go Wa Ne Che Te Yong Le Ngar So Ba Tong Je Ka Jong Kong Rong Ge Ma Zong Na Ma Me Jong Lo Wa Me Ba Yin Be No Me Jong Se Te Na Lu Shen Yi La Ma Ba Le Yin Me Se Lu La Men Se Na Sa Tong San La Men Se Dong Ang Jong Te La Ten Yin Mong Chu Ge No Do Je Hong Me Te Tu So Na Sa Long Chi Re Ka Du Long Chi Yin Mong Long Chi Re Su Je Tong Ba Ne Che Long Chi Re Tong Chi Jen Yin Bo Rong Ba Su Yo Ba Ko Ne Chu La Ten Yong Jin Song Bo Tong Te Se Ka Wa Tong Yin Ba Tong Te Se Tong An Jo Te Te Tu So Ka Du Ka Se Ma Se Ba Tong Tu Se Ma Se Na Le Ja Chi Re So Hong Ti Na Jin Song Min Yin Kong Tong Te Na Ka Du Do Ba Ji Se Te Ma To Tong Sen Gung Sen Tong Ne Parma Ko Sor Tong Tong Ma Ne Par Kang Kin Tung Yin Je Sen Ko Rong Ga Ten Rong Ko So Yo Te Chi Ka Nda Ka Ti Tung Te Tong Me Pe Sen Yin Sa Tong Chen Ba Ki Ri Pe Ten Te Te Ten Hong Yong Lu La Na Sa Song Chen Ne Te Sor Ro Tong Tong Ma Mo Pa Na Si Sor Wa Ko Rong Ga Ten Do Rong Ko So Yo Te Ni Ten Ko Man Ro Yong Karana Kona Chenang Tena Na Sa Na Si Je To Ba Me Hiri Jen Ba Ngen Se Ni Ten Yom Chung Chung To Le To Le Ta Bun Do No Nye Mong Ba Je Ye Na Te Je La Nye Mong Ba Tong Je Kong So Ka Re Su Su Je Par Je La La Ke Tong Che Wa Tong Te Gen Tong La La San La La Te Mong La La Te Cha La La To To La La Nga Cha Ki Je Wa Su Su Ye Te Yong Ge Go Ye Re Su Su Ron Jo La Te Yong Ni Mong Ge Dong Na Yo Ye Dong Wa La Te Ne Yi Me Te We Sen Su Je Go Chu Ba Dong Sen Na Neng Mo Bo Yong La Da Ge Ren Te Ne Dong Dong Chu Te Yin Na Te Ma Cha Wa Te Mo Ge Men Ba Ta Bo Te Rong Gong O Dong Ng Be Ne De Ba Se Ba Ni Ba Ben Te Ta Wa Dong Te Sha Na Su Ta So Yong Gong Bo Dong Ji Dong Da Ne Ne De Jin Cha Ba Dong Che Ba Do Pu Mo Ni Ju Je Ti Si Ne Te Ha Je Ta Wa Ta Bo Cha Dong Ne Rong Ne To Om Nyong Ba Ta Bo Gong So Ge Yin Te Wo La Me Xiong Xian Yin Te Yong Ge Yin Te Ta Man Sen Ba Dong A Jen Rong Le Men Ba La Tu Te Ju Rong Ji Te Gong Ge Te Ne Chong A Chu Go Nyong Ba Te Yin Te Ti Na Xie Tong Xie Che We Nye Ro Che Wa So Rin Chu Ge Je Yin Be Nye Mong Ba Tung Bo Gong Ti Chi Ma To Tong Sen Gu Ngu Sen Cho Cha Ra Ma Pong Tong De Ma Ngong Ba Nye Mong Gong Chi Chong Shu Rong Ge Ten De Rong Wa Su Yo Te Rong Du Tung Do Wa Ten Do Rong Du Do Song Wa Te La Me Mong Ta Be Yi So Se Re Te Re Len Ze Gong Ni Ba Le Sen Ge Tong Mo Ri Ba Sa Rong Hi Ta Ma Ta Tong Tong Do Ten Te La Me Mong Yi Se Re Ni Tong Ni Ne Lu Te Sen Te Mong Rong Ri Ta La Rong Ye Te Ta Na Sim Ba Jen Ni Te La Jun Yi Ni Tong Ni Ne Lu Te Ngo Sen Nga Che Chen Ngo Rong Ri Ge Ta Rong So La Ya Se Rong Tong Do To Ngo Te La Nyo Ni Yi Se Ni Tong Ni Ne Lu Te Ngo Sen Te Cha Chen Ngo Sen Sen Yo Ki Mi Te Chong Na Te Tong Ngo Ten Te La So To Yi Ki Se Re Ni Tong Ni Ne Lu Te Ngo Sen To Lo Ngo Sum Sen Rong So La Ya Se Che To Che Ngo Ki Te La Sa To Yi Ki Te Ni Tong Ni Ne Lu Te Ngo Ki Sum Ba Ta Ra Ye Nye Mo Ba La Che Lu Te Ni Go Na Ne Kang Go Ne Chong Sa Me Je Pe Ngo Ki Ta Tu Ro Tong Ngo An Ji Te Pe Sum Chen Ta Bu Tong Nye Mo Ba Tong Ni Te Ti Ni Go Na Nye Mo Long Si Ma Yin Pa Ra Tong Ni Long Si Te Je Ve Nye Long Mo Che Ti Ju Sa Mo Do Wa Nye Mo Ba Rong Sen Ta Che Na To Ko Tong Bu Su Ba Tong Su Ba Kro Wa Chi Si Che Jo Jo Ta Mang Pe Ko Tong Nong Che Ti Che Ta Ba Yin Yin Ju Sen Ti Che Re Pe Na Tu Tong Na Tong Den Se Te Su Min Do Jo Ro Wa Yin Do Nye Mo Che So Ba La Chen Do Te Chi Tong Ga Chen Yin Ting Do Te Ne Rong Sen Ta Me Che Ba Te Ka Ra Kong Che Re Che Te Rong Ha Sa Le Che Rong Sa Na Yi Ki Tong Tu Ba Ne Chun De Che Pa Ra Ro Te Le Ta Mang Che Ko So Ma Che Che Sa Me Ten Ye Jin Ye Na Lamamale Hiparato Guzo Pardo Lam Kirne Nawa Tomi Deni Zumune Zedave Zezon Ronga Rondo Zonjoati Tendo Rondo Leti Chano Parza Kondo Yome Beton Zujano Amari Renda Combrasian Foncheve Zeyon Telegi Mebe Handi Jamadon Chepao Maponta Panjuba Romo Mogi De Tolotina Lundo Tagarete Cha Yonzel Bala Niente Domandini Balenda Mandito Nite Dombala Tela Gin Terno Jeseraton Semudave Domudan Jeselati Londo Cheso Julieto Ni Lomjiren Manam Tujurso Sanjeto Lam de Brahmai Rugal Jetenda Nizerenga Mamam Into the Son Semato Rob Jetenda de Yana Dubu Yon Garni Me Personte Nerendo Baum Yoni the Sonde Mam Sazemi Seni Semato Danger Me Bradison Mam Tongo Tombayente Mobo Don Zende Rala Mam Gidenga Badon de Namo Gidenga Bad Tamala Mam Zomba Jadami Denga Brasumbe Taramam Tog Doji Denju Don de Galde No de Yon Kalan Poverban Gine Dobrsa Tenje Tekonga Savandoro Dubaton Marane Pasi Jarvayon Jugom Bentelasani de Samni Save Te Mema Save Ningodin Don de Ningodin Don Soti Pedro Gavese Tomi Doji de Banjon Sungi Tujon Gentana Jon Yonso Non de Conjume Beche de Zeragu Baton Ibu Tombangai Kolwana de Burasega Druba Mamma Paracola Niente Matthew Lubarati de Gay Tale Yeno Mamma Yulenum Jalate Sanayim Zeve Tom Barova de Sarve Gatan Charjurate Sarvanda Kalaya Nabaito Paltango Hidro Tarjilando Sarve Senti Tesi Dubayo So Legio Atena Devdun Jondon Lemigio Atena Devdun Loa Meba Imbe Gedini Kona Serrano Sengo de la Tom Luma Yezon Mote Gote Mote Negedini Luma Yezon Suso Hip Konso Sena Senso Jete Lune Gete Genje Yobo Senegal Jebunda Kisum Batari Sente Jalbo Tabo Don Lumani Yobo Tabo Tetina Sente Madena Luci Lega Yazo Nika Sima Jengo Geja Zongi Nika Hime Sebe Zawa Sana Tuba De Monte Gotene Sente Yebari Yeme Nye Kore Danta Jeta Yeba Yoma Inte Kato Kaserma Jon Yetu Santo Gejin Tanton Jeme Tajeta Meba Yoma Inte Yegeri Geja Sonsi Tensi Tonje Manga Baye Tena Parson Sun Kete Yeba Mani Jare Joma Zeme Ba Mani Konde Kente Ye Hisumba Tarente Jijen Ruto Muye Lusente Bole Hege Jom Samba Hongo Soya Main Nangala Jento Kajon Zidon Hongo Soya Tana Jison de Son Jiren de Tigan de Cheganda Jedun de Dume Beseni Sale Ole Fige Jene Wan de Conson Jedon Jiji Senjero de Juba de Lama Tau Duson Jiji Gomba Chubu So de Jimboyon Ser Vesala Toba Jimboyon Ser Lom Devo Ton Jebayon Ser Ton Injeyon Ser Mindo Nazoya Nayon Tumo Tuzatega de Tina Pargon Jedan de Demen Chota Yindan Kenon de Tamaki Bandanela Queen Jave Nimbo Sergi Zumba Tarateka Conga Zujima Zeba Rosa Jesu de Gon Tonji Nimbo Son de La Mai Yema Yega Hin Diego Mai Rosa Peto Gon Nebatari Bai Junze Don Yoma Sanagado Jizeti Tenele Kanaga Chaso Tem Krorancho Tela Sente Hinche Go Sento Duda de Togo Nonga Baten Tela Nasalandini Mono Jepaton Jeton Jirelo Jeton Nimbo Dentro Rongoyen Taka Nyamyo Mombo Gupamando Jepande Kedoni De Conjarambo Mesadawa Tubuche Dentro Hiedo Dargye Ling Lokutumona Gadin Tarwa Zemande Dargye
Wait, what?
Love Khenpo Gangshar Songa Dhamma Ho Pindikala Dhamma Jong Rete Jina Yang Naram Sendu Mede Te Songa Naranga Sente Dana Dainjong Dhamma Jong Yo Marela Tichana Longde Dana Sinache Togre Songa Longde Dhamma Yelna Nitanda Unusu Naranga Te Jane Nimungu Gila Nintoki Dhamma Jana Chosi Mundu Songa Tanda Longde Pruai.
So Rinpoche says he's very happy to meet everyone today, to have this Dharma connection, and at this time to give the Long for those two texts. And he was very fortunate to have been able to meet Khenpo Gangshar and receive his teachings. But because he is lacking in diligence, that he is able to gain confidence in these instructions. But nevertheless, that this reading transmission is something which will give a blessing. So there's not the time or the occasion to pass on these instructions. But today been able to give the reading transmission alone.
Tene tanda chu yonne nang kapsula
certo sentito tempo tempo non tempo ina con già date non torna pe calvo sombore te ina date dang tu non da dentro gedini che pone a voce non torna che calcio va in becerna ne sono di tempo con doro di da sola digba che maza che Gyawa Punsum Soparati Rang Sen Yonsum Do Lena Sanje Temaye Sumarela So Narasu Kare Pangu Yore Sena Dipa Megawa de Pangu Yore Dipa Megawa Sena Kana Sege Yore Sena Tanda Yene Yeram Jeba Se Yena Nebanjurwa Jeta Kanki Chelam Sendu Yena Manenayo Yena Nebe Jorundro Andava Yena So we are
very fortunate if we can practice the Dharma with diligence and with devotion. But then also it's important to be able to give up, avoid that which is bad. And the Buddha summarized his teachings by saying, do not do any bad action, accomplish a perfection of good actions, and tame your own mind, and that is the teaching of the Buddha. So that what we have to give up are these bad actions. So what is a bad action? It is something you do which harms others. Something which directly harm others, or you do something which is like a cause for harm to come to others.
Dipa Megewa Sungiwa Rela, Luigi Megewa Ondo Siena, Luigi Megewa Som, Morgan Megewa Ye, Hiji Megewa Som de Megewa Jo, Tera Sungiwa Rela, Hati Ondo Siena, Sungiwa Soma, Luigi Lena number Som, Morgan number Yedon, Koyon Hiji Nombo. Megejo Susurga, the Tate Taro, Rangi, Nazela, Jabati, Jabba Polato, Titi Maziba, Thompson Sepa, the Pe, Calcio Varela, that is not Yaji, no Temple Lumbala, Ketang, Reva, Toba, Momboyo, Tatig, Dipa Megewa, Juju, Yanka, you are late. Take here now. Sunny Yapo, Yaji, no Temple, Sundutela. Dipa Megewa to Sop Makupa, Ranging, Demba, Tombu, no Chuba, Tabazambo, Chungu Adela, teacher now, Luigi Megewa someday, Pontovajeta, Tajim the Morgan Megewa, yet a Pontovajeta, teacher Megewa someday, Pontovajeta, the Kavazombo, Demba, Glorio Adela, Nite Kapkala, touching and Ungari, Chonayon. Tene dikwa la yente me to shope toba the dikwa yente sumarela senje tene japa te goje sembe gamde na bosi yige japa na bonda shopa porna pe to chembo yungi warela teta rugo dikwa megewa pama bosi chuge.
So the bad actions that we should avoid, but what are bad actions? How do we recognize them? And so there's known classification of 10 bad actions. There are 3 of the body done by the body, 4 through the speech, and 3 through the mind. So there are these 10 bad actions. And in recitation of confession, it's said the 3 aspects of bad actions: the body, 4 of the speech, and 3 of the mind. And I confess these that I have done. You confess with regret all those bad actions that you have previously done, and also it's important to make a commitment not to repeat them. So that in this world, with ambition to progress and for things to get better, there's the danger that we'll commit bad actions to attain that goal. So what we need is to be able to create progress, to improve things without doing any bad actions, but doing it with a good motivation, through actions that are helpful, beneficial to others. And so if in that way one can give up the 3 bad actions of the body, the 4 bad actions of the speech, and the 3 bad actions of the mind, then one will be very fortunate. And then sometimes we find ourselves in certain circumstances and we commit one of these bad actions. So when that occurs, then we should confess, purify that by regretting having done that bad action, and by doing the meditation and mantra repetition of Vajrasattva, reciting the 100-syllable mantra of Vajrasattva. So doing that is very beneficial, and in this way we should avoid doing any of these bad actions. And so Rinpoche thinks, yes, it's a good thing if you just keep drinking your tea and eating your food. You can eat and drink and listen at the same time. It will be good. So the second line in that 4-line verse, the first was not do any bad actions, so the second is accomplish a perfection of good actions. So what is meant by these good actions? Giving up the 10 bad actions, that itself is a good action. But then there are also many particular and specific good actions that one can perform. And so there can be many different kinds, it makes no difference. But also it said the preliminary practices are more profound than the main practice. So that means that, so if you are able to practice the preliminaries very well, then that is a very special method for accumulating good actions. So in the preliminaries, there's the general preliminaries of the 4 ways of turning the mind away from samsara, and then the 4 special preliminary practices with taking refuge in Vajrasattva meditation, mandala offering, and Guru Yoga. So being able to practice these is something which will be very beneficial.
Chulu Mombo Tardu, Jitin Sepo Yoba Kelen by Teta, Jitin the Sepapo Meba Kelen by Tet number Niorella, Pay non in around number Sanjay Baden, Jitin the Sepapo Meba, Lele, Jitin Nasuti, Parangin Sentin Lela Tin and Bevel the Junga Basunarella, Junsin teacher, Chapsum Castle Lion, Chamro Lion, Separa Yorella. Separ Kari Yoresana, Jitin Sepapo, Yeba Kelen Kinjina, 되게 잡선도 갑설라 다 되게 게디 다 데두 가인나요 콩게 살아요래 콩게 야보 농난간도 야보 용거래 손에 콩라 레와도 잡죠네 잡선도한테 지tin 세바보 예바켈렘베게 잡선도래라 드니 단다에 나라서 넘버 선제별로 지tin 세바보 예바케 멜렘바인 베체나 드니 간데 남게요래세나 temba zobo sonji jomdendela temba flodanji temba zobo sonji jomdende ngarange tombe chu temba sonji la tembe suji japsondo ateda chu la lonji suji japsondo ateda genden la lonjo lo togo suji japsondo ateda Rinpoche namba soma japsondo atende jine japsondo bugeyo arela yanka la tanda ngaranso tembrolaya kahige tembrolene gasola thanga nasa ungre sonjela so contusion le jasundro yi sombandro bota na leka ya botogo mundu sawalondro ya boyungu mundu contusion le jasundro yi sombandro bote siena de jitin be tembrondro rogo warela te tembrote ya bo te hinsene naranso tembalondro go su jasundro de kalchewa yosa de sombandro.
So in the special preliminaries, there's the practice of the refuge and the prostrations, and so why do we do that? Why do we take refuge? So in the world there are many different kinds of religions, and so there are religions that believe in a creator of the world, and there are others that do not believe that there is a creator. So that in Buddhism it's that there is no creator, but the world has been created by karma. Everything has arisen or appeared because of karma, and therefore there is a difference in the refuge within Buddhism and those other religions where they believe in a creator. If they believe that there is someone who has created the world, then they think all good and bad that can happen is like in the creator's hands, and so they depend upon that creator for things to be good. So that is the way one takes refuge in the creator. But we in Buddhism do not believe that there is a creator. So how do we take refuge? So we take refuge in the Buddha, the Bhagavad, and we take refuge in him as a teacher. He's the one who has taught the Dharma. So we take refuge in the Buddha as a teacher, and we take refuge in the Dharma as the path to follow, and we take refuge in the Sangha as for those who help us on this path. So in that way we take refuge in these three. But then sometimes some people, when they're taking refuge, they do so because they think, well, I'm ill, I'm sick, so for that reason I'm going to take refuge. Or you think my work is not going well, I have no success, and so on, so I'd better take refuge in the three jewels. So doing that is a kind of worldly refuge, taking refuge through a worldly motivation. And so we need to take refuge with true motivation.
Tene ta de jesula so ngaran chu lom don ro don chu yong don bam do la kare gu ge re jana to pa che par che jela che gu ge yo ara to pa che par che jela che ve pa chi te kare yo ara jana ngaran ge hosa ge de pa me ge wa ten zo sha pa ma ho na ni to pa che par che jela che tu ge yo ma re la te ta lo di pa te sho jong gu go ne pa pa che to lo do je sen do dom de sen nyong na na ti ge di pa la yen ten me jo sa pe ta pa te di pe yen ten de jen di pa te sa ne ra to pa che par che jela che ka ga don ten ba yong ge yo re.
And in following the Dharma, on the Dharma path, we want to attain a realization. And what prevents that is our obscurations and bad karma. And so as our obscurations and bad karma prevent our attaining realization, we have to purify that. So these obscurations and bad karma have the positive quality of that. They can be purified, and so in order to do that, we do the practice of the meditation, mantra repetition of Vajrasattva with regret to purify these bad actions. And if we can do that, then that is very fortunate.
Sonam Sabeke, Tap Teparjinte, Nandranbore, Nandranburu Capsula, Tavujere, Jabaru, Jura, you are Marie singing about it. Sungu, you are ready, Inaya, Rojo, Shura, Yona, Nena, Hateta, Rangi, Jitin Jakona, Yepungo, Ronga, Louis, Lonte, Suji, Seno, Jebaton, Cheba Purna, Sonam Jitusa, Sutimbo, Tokyo, Teta, Mandal Pur, Tindina. Nitanda, Niga Kalbatambo, Yungu, or Sonam de Tune, Rang, Chu, Dubing, thinking Mason was a Ton, Gatin, Demba, the Paloranjuro, that and they could go by over there.
Then, having confessed and purified one's bad karma obscurations, what does one need to do then? One needs to accumulate merit, one needs to gather the accumulations of merit. So in a special method for doing that is to make the mandala offering. So, mandala offerings, there's the offering of Sumeru, the king of mountains, and so on. So there are those who say, well, there is no Sumeru, king of mountains, but it doesn't matter whether there is one or there isn't one. You just, in your mind, you take everything that is in the world, and you then offer that to the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. And by doing that, then you accumulate great merit through this offering of the mandala. And so, doing that, if one can do that, then that is something that is very fortunate for oneself. Through accomplishing this merit, if there's a lack of favorable conditions, that will create favorable conditions, and adverse conditions that they will cease through accumulating merit.
Certo, sono di giamdinde rete, Yinaya, Naranzo, Loni Donga Jaga Kona, sono di giamdinde sen, Naranzo, sono di giamdinde sen, Loni Donga Jaga Yula, Jitin Maya Ludi Tobarella, Pichana dopo sono di giamdinde, Musu Kyanjalu, Kokap Mevare, sono tutti Kokap Mevare, rete, Yinaya, Tela sono donna, tanda dopo sono di giamdinde, Musu Kyanjalu, Kokap Mevate, sono tutti Kokap Mevate, Siene, Tanda Chu Dubu, Kokap Mevare, Mare, dopo sono di giamdinde, Janaya Ron, Manjanaya Ron, Tanda Chu de Nyamsalembala, dopo sono di giamdinde, Jarwa, Don Chepar Mepara, Teni Nyamsalen Tokyo Rela, Te Dado, Sonte, Madrinayo, Chetawa Yendala, Sonte, Nyamsalen Tokyo Re, Te Jutin Kwana Teni Yungyo Re, Jana, Tomar dopo sono di giamdinde, Sono Re, Teni Rimba Yendala, Jete, Ronga Tave Lama, Don Jipe Lama Sule, Tune, Nyamsalen Koka Zombo, Don Temba Yende, Karin Chiawate, Tave Lama, Don Jipe Lama Yende, Tave Lama, Don Jipe Lama, La Solo Tabne, Tebaton Muguji, Na Rangi Chu Dupeke, Tebaton Mugu Koni Contempel, Tebaton Mugu Koni Contempel, Na Centrum Pel Wala Tende, Debunjum Wala, Guba Cheperti, Epa Yembeterna, Lamena Jurte, Nyonselina Gubiware.
Then the fourth of the special preliminaries is the Guru Yoga. So in Buddhism, the teacher of Buddhism is the Buddha. But within the Vajrayana tradition, we practice praying to the Lama and the Lamas. So the reason for that is that there was the Buddha. The Buddha came 2,500 years ago, and so we are alive 2,500 years after the time of the Buddha. So we don't have the opportunity to meet the Buddha. We don't have the opportunity to hear the teachings from the Buddha. But then if you think, well, I don't have the opportunity to practice the Dharma because I haven't met the Buddha, or I haven't heard the teachings from him, it's not like that. Whether one has met the Buddha or not, one can still practice the Dharma. That makes no difference whether one has met him or not, or heard the teachings from him or not. We can still practice these teachings. This is because he first taught them, but then this has been taught successively by all the lineage and root lamas. And so we are still able to hear that teaching. So because of their kindness, and therefore for that reason we pray to the lineage lamas and the root lamas, and by doing that then we'll have in our Dharma practice that will increase our faith and devotion, and through with having that faith and devotion that will increase our diligence, and with increased diligence we will be able to attain special result. So that is the reason why we practice the Guru Yoga. So in that way there are these four special preliminaries. So it's that we to accumulate merit through their practice as much as we can. He says, please do this. And then there's from the main line, which is the third and fourth line, which is to tame your own mind, and that is the teaching of the Buddha. So to be able to avoid doing bad actions and to be able to practice good actions, how can we do that? Because in our mind we have the kleshas, or these negative factors in our mind, but then through mindfulness and awareness, and using wisdom and diligence, then we will be able to avoid and give up any bad actions and be able to practice good actions. So in order to do that, we need to have this mindfulness and awareness. So Rinpoche asks that we all do that we practice with mindfulness and awareness, and avoid bad actions and practice good actions. And so that will be all of the teaching for today. So we live in a developing country, and so that means we have a lot of ambitions, hopes and worries and difficulties, and we have to apply ourselves a lot, and we have to have great diligence in our work. But still you have made time and to leave aside this work and have come to hear the teachings. This is a sign that we see it as important to be able to hear the teachings. It's a sign of our having faith and devotion, and so Rinpoche says that makes him very happy to see that, and thanks.
Okay.
And so we have time off and a vacation, but still there are so many things we could do. There's so many places to go, lots of entertainments and things to watch. So, but instead of that, we come here to listen to the Dharma. So, thank you very much. So now I do a good prayer and dedication of the merit for all beings. Rinpoche,
Ling tene jamji kinji yunji Thrangu dorji chang chimbu chuo laya ngzu kamasonu darje lenda chuo la chijor nang zambu maze Rinpoche chuo ne Khenpo Gangshar Rinpoche ki tene women tangor sabshin ja che tilong kadain zawala nge chuo ki chomi yong ki sabshin Rinpoche la tuji kadain lame che shuayin tene tene ta chidang Rinpoche ngasu chuo la chibyo chanya ki tene chika tene shuya ki kokap mara ne ta pache lo jutsu ji zhubi yore nima Rinpoche ngasu chuo nimba li yogo kapsa yagila pebe tene tibu ta lama namse Rinpoche nidong go la kong nyung ne tene jagal pedro chebe kapsa ne Rinpoche chuo la chibyo nang o tibu ngasu la tene chik ngasu kachu dan tene kadain zar tene chong yore ta tene chene tata partala Rinpoche pega chung yu mare tene lariyan ta chik tene shuya ke keba zambo tene mara nge Rinpoche la suji kadain ches shuya tang So I just would like to say a few words in English. And I was saying that Rinpoche used to visit KSDL almost every year to give teachings when Lama Namse was alive. So the last visit of very venerable Thrangu Rinpoche was 2009 when Lama Namse Rinpoche was he's ready to go to India, where His Holiness Karmapa and His Eminence Daishodo Rinpoche. So since then, so we didn't have opportunity to invite him and receive teaching. But today we are very, very fortunate to have him here to receive this profound teaching of Wuma Madhyamika, songs of Wuma from his one of the root teachers, Khenpo Gangshar Rinpoche. So on behalf of all the members, so everyone here today is members of KSDL. So on behalf of all of you, and I would like to thank Rinpoche, and I also wish to be healthy and long life, and also we would like to invite you again to give the teachings in the next years. And also I would like to thank all the members. Because of your contribution, your hard work, we'll be able to host teachers like him. So thank you very much, everyone.
Wow.